Hey Cancer, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. So you guys had the Ace of Pentacles at the top of the deck. All aces are about potential. It's about something new. So for a lot of you, this could be a new connection. There could be something that needs to be renewed or something that is starting over in this connection. And mainly what I want to say about this energy is with the Ace of Pentacles, there is kind of the energy of there being a lot of potential for something to grow, a lot of potential for something to thrive. So this could be your energy, or this could be the energy that we're picking up on from your person. But just to touch on that in terms of how it can play into what's going on in this connection, I'm seeing that there is a lot of potential, or someone's seeing that there's potential in this connection, or that there was potential in this connection. The way this hand is kind of reaching out to grab that pentacle there. So it feels like something's ripe for the picking, and that there is or was potential here. So we will shuffle that energy back into the deck and kind of refer back to it. See how that might play in. So I want to just start off with some tarot, and I want to start by looking at the connection in general. So I want to look at how this person is viewing this connection in general. What are their thoughts and feelings when it comes to this connection? How do they see it? We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can talk a lot about choices. I even think sometimes this card can represent a lot of confusion. It's interesting, this imagery. This person doesn't look necessarily overwhelmed by their options. They almost look kind of happy and peaceful. So it's interesting how I'm picking up on that. We will look into this more. For some of you, I think this person views this connection as something that is full of possibilities, and that might excite them. The Seven of Cups energy, that might excite them. So let's see. How are they viewing this connection as a whole? What are their current feelings about this connection? We have the Four of Torches. So the Four of Wands. Yeah. There's a feeling of commitment here with this Four of Wands. This is sometimes referred to as the marriage card. So this could be that they view this connection as something that can grow into something more, something that can thrive, something where there's a lot of different options, a lot of different possibilities for how the two of you can work together, how you can build something together. How are they viewing this connection? How are they viewing this connection? We have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to get some bottom of the deck energy. Six of Pentacles. So already a couple of themes of balance here. We have the Four of Torches, the Six of Pentacles, and there's this feeling, two sevens as well. For some of you, there might be some connection to the number 7. And it could even be because we're talking about how this person views this connection in general. This person could have started to see repeating sevens, or something significant could have happened like on the 7th or the 7th month of the year, or something in this connection. And that could be a little bit of an indication of that. Sometimes when I start to get that indication, it just means that this person's starting to see signs, or they have seen signs in connection with this relationship. So it could be at the beginning of this relationship, they started to like notice synchronicities. They saw your name everywhere. They saw the same number everywhere or something. And it's kind of just this this little clue that this connection has tuned them into something. I'll say, like, it has made them more aware in some way. And a lot of times that's in very subtle energies. So they're picking up on the subtle energies now. They're viewing this as a way for them to connect, a way that they have become more connected. So back to this balanced idea. So we have the Four of Torches here, the Six of Pentacles, both cards that talk about things being balanced, things being reciprocal, and coming from both sides, kind of evaluating where the give and take is with that Six of Pentacles. But with this Four, it's like there is stability here. There's stability in some sort of equal give and take. This is also, this Four of Torches energy is also kind of this feeling of like celebrating something, feeling happy about things, reuniting. So for some of you, if there's separation in this connection, this person views this connection as one that they want to reunite, something that they want to repair, that they want to rebuild. If we think about this idea of stability and a firm foundation, Fours talk about the home. So this could be somebody who wants to solidify this connection by moving in together, repairing the home, maybe reconciling, this kind of energy here. I feel like this person views this connection as something that's definitely worth waiting for, something that is worth putting the work into, and something that has the potential to be balanced. It has the potential to be reciprocated. Yeah. There's kind of this feeling where I'm evaluating, like, there's this energy here. I feel like your person has really evaluated what they give to this connection and what this connection gives to them. And I feel with this balanced energy that when they evaluate it, they realize that they gain a lot more from this connection than it's not necessarily than they give. Now, this could be the case in your connection that there was something out of balance, and that might be why they're drawing attention to this balanced energy, because they're realizing that something needs to come into balance in this connection. Someone's maybe not giving as much as the other, but I feel like what they've discovered is that they gain a lot more from this connection than maybe they thought was possible. And sometimes I feel like when they evaluate it, they think maybe it's a lot of hard work, or maybe there's a lot to build and grow here, but the reward that they get is so much more and so much greater than any work that they would have to put in with this Seven of Pentacles energy. There is this feeling of waiting that's coming through, and there could be the need to make a choice here with the Seven of Cups. There could be some hesitation toward this connection for some of you, and this feeling of this person waiting and evaluating and kind of displaying some sort of patience or some sort of delay. Seven of Pentacles can talk about delayed success. And I feel, especially after this Queen of Swords energy, with the Queen of Swords being very logical and very straightforward, I feel like if we're looking at this as the connection as a whole, I feel like this person feels like the connection as a whole is logical and straightforward. Almost like the Queen of Swords is representing the connection and what role this connection plays in this person's life, because I feel like this person feels that this connection makes sense, that it really is straightforward, that the feelings that they have here can't be denied, and it's almost like some kind of sharp realization for them. But there's a bit of a delay, and this could be a delay in them opening up, a delay in them communicating, a delay in them maybe prioritizing, because with the Seven of Cups, we've got a lot of things on our plates, and they might need to prioritize this connection. But there is this feeling that something about this connection is balanced, it's stable, and it makes sense. It makes sense to them. It feels like home to them. It feels stable. It's something they want to celebrate. And the main thing that they feel about the connection is they think that the two of you are a good team. There's something about your dynamic that makes you a good team. It makes you balanced. It could be that you are very opposite and you kind of balance each other out, or you're very similar and you get each other, but there's something about it to them that just totally makes sense. Let's look at how this person is feeling about you. Wow. first of all, there are really strong feelings here with the Lovers coming out here. Gemini energy. We have Scorpio energy too with the Death card. I feel like this person has really strong emotional feelings for you. Four of Cups, the Lovers. They see you as a partner and as an equal partner. And we were talking about that balance. So there is this feeling of reciprocation here. The Lovers not only suggests a romantic connection, but it suggests a partnership that is balanced, that is fair, that's equal. A partnership where both people see eye to eye, where their goals are aligned. And they see you as somebody who could fill that slot for them, like that is, because some of you might be in a committed relationship with this person that is that partner. So again, that feeling of potential, and for some of you, I feel like they realize that they have experienced this potential, so it's almost like the potential has been realized for some of you. There's something here emotionally that they don't want to let go of. So what's interesting about this Four of Cups, the Four of Cups can talk about things that are unexpected to us, things that maybe we are not interested in, that we are feeling unfulfilled by, and kind of questioning, what do we want to bring into our life? What do we want to accept? What do we want to reach out for? And the imagery on this Four of Cups is a lot different than what it typically is. This person here is almost giving me Four of Swords energy, with this feeling of taking a step back and resting, recuperating, maybe thinking and contemplating on some things. But this person is also reaching out and grabbing hold of this cup. So I feel like there's some emotional connection here that this person doesn't want to let go of. There's some part of you and what this connection brings to them that they don't want to let go of. They see you as somebody who has changed them a lot. Someone who has, I don't want to say forced because I don't feel like you forced this on them. I think that your presence in their life has inspired a change in them. It's inspired a transformation in them with the Death card. They feel like you are, and this connection is something that has changed them on a really deep level. Yeah, this transformation here, I feel like mainly the energy that I'm getting here about how they're feeling about you is they feel so deeply for you in this connection. The Universe card or the World card, Libra energy here coming out for you. This is again a transformation, a transition, and we're actually starting and ending this spread where we're looking at how this person is feeling for you with a card about stepping into the new, transforming, learning, and growing. So the World and the Death card. They're feeling like you have transformed them on a level that that most people wouldn't have been able to. So there's some kind of change that you have inspired in them. And they feel a lot of love for you. They also, it's interesting because with this Ten of Swords energy, I feel like, I do feel this feeling of defeat here. There's this feeling that this connection and this bond that they feel with you could crush them. Is kind of how this is coming through, because it has inspired so much change. It has inspired so many emotions. There's something here that they definitely don't want to let go of, but there is this feeling that they could be crushed by this type of, I want to say love. For some of you, I don't know if your connection is at that level, but by this this level of connection, this level of this type of emotional bond that they're feeling with you, it's like they realize that this could crush them or it could make them soar. Look at this Ten of Swords. We're seeing two sides of the same coin here. We're seeing someone who's either defeated or who's flying, who's free. And it's really interesting that this person is face up. The Ten of Swords, typically the person is face down. This kind of feels like, it feels like a defeat that they knew they were walking into, in a way. It feels almost like they went in with eyes wide open. They went in almost coming towards you and coming into this environment of these deep emotional feelings. And then it kind of feels like they know that these feelings could defeat them at the same time, that this connection could be so strong that it could overwhelm them, but at the same time, it could build them up. Like there's a reason they want to hold on to this. It could build them up. It could have them transforming and soaring. There's deep feelings here, especially here with the Lovers. There's deep, deep feelings here. There's a deep emotional bond. I want to pull some oracle cards and see what is going on. Okay, we have defeat. This is that Ten of Swords feeling. I feel like this person feels defeated by this connection. They feel at times overwhelmed by this connection, overwhelmed, and almost like they want to kind of take a step back, or they want to keep themselves protected. But there's something about this that they don't want to let go of with this Four of Cups. There's something about this they don't want to let go of. The balance, the partnership, the way that the two of you kind of understand each other on a deep level, and the way that this has made them feel like they want to grow into a better person. Like there's some element here of wanting to change, wanting to progress, wanting to evolve, and this connection is inspiring that in them. I'm going to pull another card. These cards aren't actually oracle cards. This is a tarot deck, but I'm going to use it in this portion of the reading. There's something kind of similar to an oracle deck about this particular tarot deck. So let's see. Oh, went on the floor. Let's see. So we have the Knight of Mirrors, which would be the Knight of Swords. This card actually says the meathead. Okay. I feel like this person is overwhelmed by these emotions. So that idea of the meathead, it's kind of somebody who's like not necessarily very equipped to deal with whatever emotions or whatever communication is necessary that's right in front of them. I feel like this person might feel that they aren't equipped. Like there's some level of emotion here that's maybe more than they've ever dealt with before. It almost makes them feel thrown off balance, which is funny because it's like this connection makes them feel more balanced than ever. And then there's something about it that makes them feel off balance as well. Very interesting energy, and kind of this this feeling of wanting to communicate. So the Knight of Mirrors is the Knight of Swords, and swords are about our thoughts, our communication. This person might have a lot on their mind that they want to communicate with you. This came out over the Ten of Swords. They might feel a little bit defeated or overwhelmed by the amount of emotion that they have going on and what they want to communicate, what they feel is necessary to come to light in this situation, even if that's just the uncovering of some of their emotions. Let's look. Wow. This person views you as a soulmate, as a really special connection in their life. Soul family coming out over the Lovers. This is definitely something they don't want to lose. And this card, because it talks about our soul family, and this can be outside of a romantic connection, it's like this person feels connected to you on a deeper level than just somebody that they, someone they just met, or somebody. This is like the type of connection of someone you've known for a long time, even a past life connection. That feeling of home that we were talking about here with the Four of Torches, that's what that is. That's like recognizing someone right away, even if you've never met them before. There's something very familiar about them. There's something, something about the way the two of you communicate. We have dolphins in the background here, whales as well. Deep emotional connection that we were talking about as well. So really repeated imagery there, but this person views you as a part of their soul tribe. and maybe someone that they have done several lives with, or someone that they have known before. So this card says call in your tribe, and you don't have to do it alone. I believe that this person is viewing you as someone who is a great ally for them, a great partner for them, something that's really balanced. And I think that they're realizing that through this connection, if they were able to open up, if they are able to open up, this connection actually provides this immense amount of support and of comfort. And I feel like that happens on both ends here. So this is someone who might sometimes feel alone. They might feel like they have to kind of do life alone, or they don't have anyone there to partner with them, to listen to them, to whatever it might be. And I feel like in this connection, the two of you fill that role for each other. So they're seeing that with you, they don't have to feel alone. They don't even have to go through this growth and these transitions and make these choices that might be on the table for them by themselves. So they see you as like a really important part of their life, someone that they want to welcome into more areas of their life, and someone that feels, I want to say, oddly familiar to them. And that might be on both ends. Everything on this card is mirrored. So this could be mirrored energy here. That this person has felt very familiar to you. Let's see. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Wow. There's a determination here. There's something really determined here. And it's interesting because we do have this feeling of defeat. And the Ten of Swords energy. For some of you, there might have been a break in this connection. There might have been something that caused things to fall apart, or something that stopped communication here, because there is this feeling of defeat. So there's this time when this person felt like they couldn't win. They felt like they had let something slip through their fingers that was really, really important. We can see that here with the Lovers card, with the Six of Pentacles, something that was reciprocated, something that was stable and that was built on a solid foundation, or that had a great deal of potential. And there might have been a time when they felt completely defeated. Honestly, they might feel defeated from time to time still, because I think there's something here going on emotionally that's making this person feel like it's a little overwhelming emotionally to open up all the way. But there's this feeling of determination here, and it seems like that is kind of winning out for this person. It's like there's something they need to release. There's something they want to let go of, so they can drop this feeling of defeat as well. That might be the feeling that they want to release. This feeling of being defeated. I really think it's that Four of Cups energy there. There's a cup here that they want to reach out and take. There's an emotional path that they want to reach out and take. And I wonder if they just kind of feel like sometimes they aren't stepping up to the plate in that way. Sometimes they aren't opening up as much as they could. They're not communicating. And at that point, they feel defeated for not expressing themselves. What's interesting about this defeat energy is this feeling of defeat is about being able to release things so that we can let something new in. And we have this energy here with the universe and with death, this feeling of releasing, kind of shedding an old skin and becoming a new person. So these feelings of being defeated or being overwhelmed by this might be something that this person is trying to work past, because there's this idea of discipline and of really putting their mind to something. And we see how they're viewing this connection as very important. Let's get one more oracle card out here for you and see what's going on. We have Cut the Cords, another card about release. There's something this person needs to release. And when we go back to that Seven of Cups energy, there might be something that they need to make a choice about. And this might be something that affects a lot of areas of their life, because we're not looking at the kind of choice that's like between two things. So even if there are two main choices for this person to make, there might be several other options or several other things that get called into question when they do make this choice. And this could be a choice to be more emotional. This could be a choice to connect with you on a deeper level, or to make that firm commitment, because we have this Four of Torches energy, this commitment energy, this stable energy of a foundation here. But there's something that they want to release, or that they know they need to release, so that they can move out of this energy of defeat. An interesting message that's coming through for some of you is that this person may have kind of thrown themselves into some other activity. For some of you, what's coming to mind is like they've been spending a lot of time at the gym, or they've been working out. And that's partly because of this meathead energy, but this can also talk about other areas of a person's life. But I do think that if there's separation here, this person tries to kind of drown out the sound from this connection, because if they think too much about it, they do fall into this energy of defeat. But they have a real determination to not let this slip through their fingers. So there is kind of this feeling that they will, almost like they're using this energy to better themselves in some way. So they might be getting really fit or getting healthy or something like that. It could be that they're working more, but I feel like they don't want to slip into this defeated energy. They want to remain positive about this, and there's things that they want to release, because seeing this balance and feeling so familiar with you and feeling like they recognize you, it's important to them. It is something that has stood out. It has really stood out to them. They can't ignore it. So yeah, there's this feeling of determination, this feeling of being very set on you, set on this potential that they see here. And some of it's the potential they're seeing in themselves to grow and to change through what they're experiencing in this connection. I actually set out this deck just in case. I feel like I do want to pull some of these cards and just see if we can get some messages about how this person is currently feeling right now. Maybe why they sometimes feel this feeling of defeat when it comes to this connection. Yeah, I think what they want to release here is the attachment to feeling defeated around their emotions. So we have unsighted. So they're unable to see the complete extent of the toxicity they brought into the connection, because that's all they know. Okay. For some of you, this person may have had slightly toxic behaviors. They might have hot and cold behaviors, and I'm kind of picking up on that, because there's a lot of hopeful energy and a lot of energy around potential and connection, but then this person also feels defeated. So I feel like if this person is hot and cold, and it has brought kind of a tone of toxicity to this relationship, it's because they kind of go back and forth between feeling like they can do this, like they can step up to the plate, like they can be the other balancing force to this, and like this connection is important enough for them to put in the work. And at the same time, that fear and that feeling of defeat, it can get in the way, and they might not even realize how damaging that hot and cold, hopeful, exactly, it's back and forth. Hopeful and defeated. I feel like this feeling of defeat for this person has more to do with what they think they're capable of, or if they think they're capable of shedding that old skin and kind of stepping into this new reality where the emotion is there, it's available, they're available. So this card says they're opening themselves to love. They're allowing themselves to dream. Yeah. They're letting themselves actually plan this, Four of Torches, because you give their life meaning. Yeah. Well, how are they feeling temptation? So there's a lot of attraction here. And it says that each day it gets harder and harder to resist. I feel like this connection is forcing, It really is. It's forcing, it's pushing them to grow and to transform. And the temptation here, the attraction here, because there's a lot of attraction. And if they feel like they need to be disciplined in a certain area to make sure that this doesn't slip through their fingers, I feel like that is kind of the change that's happening in them, because the temptation is too much. And at the same time, I also feel like there's also kind of a message that the temptation to go back to their old ways, or to resort to like old habits, old feelings of defeat. This is what they need to release. This is what they're cutting cords from. This is where they're not wanting to be attached anymore. And this can even be people in their life that kind of like encourage that sort of behavior for them, encourage them to go back into old habits. I feel like they're releasing that, and it's like it's harder and harder for them to not move toward this transformation. Even on this card, there's this snake on this card. So that idea of shedding an old skin, releasing something, moving into newness with something, taking aim. Wow. They've stepped into their power, taking action towards you. They will not miss the mark this time. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yes, I feel like for a lot of you, that was kind of like, that was the energy here, that something may have gone wrong. There might be something that they are noticing that they missed the mark on before. This is where they are tempted to fall back into this feeling of defeat, because they might feel like they missed the mark, especially with the Lovers here, the Soul Family card. Like, the Four of Wands, it's like there's so much here, there's so much potential. And if they feel like they missed the mark, if they feel like they didn't step up when they should have, if they feel like they slipped into this feeling of being defeated, of being down and out, of losing, there's this energy in them that wants to kind of like rise up and switch this, like let go of this defeated outlook and start taking charge towards something. So yeah, there's really this feeling that this person's feeling so drawn to you. This person is feeling so attracted to you and so hopeful about this connection that they almost can't resist moving closer. They can't resist this change and transformation. And yeah, for a lot of you, this idea of taking aim is very relevant, because I just feel like as they make these changes and as they grow in this way, they really are, they're getting more clear about what they want. And it's like they're not going to mess it up this time. They're not going to leave things unsaid. They're not going to decide that they've been defeated before they've even tried. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.